my name is Catherine Dantis, and I'm from New Jersey. My family has lived in New Jersey my entire life. My father grew up in the same house as I did, and we've never been really that wealthy. But when the economic crisis happened, I had never seen my family struggle as much as we have. My father worked in the auto industry and lost his job. And at that same time, my mother's brother and his wife and my mother's sister and her husband came to live with us. So not only did my family have to provide for me, but also for them as well, because they were new to this country. So we had to feed 4 extra mouths as opposed to just me. My sister has been living in my house. She's 29 years old now. And because of the economic crisis, she's been trying to help me and my family, my parents, out. And so she hasn't been able to save for herself to actually move out of the house and kind of have her own life because she's too busy helping support us. My father has never in his entire life had to depend on my mother, and this time he has, and it's really sad actually, because you can see it in his face how badly he feels. And he tries so hard to find a job, and it just sucks because he's a hard worker and a really good guy that he kind of doesn't deserve it. But when something like this, like an economic crisis happens, it doesn't really matter who you are or like what kind of person you are or really how hard you work. And it's just kind of unfortunate.
Hi, I'm Matt Babness. I'm a junior at UMass right now. The economy has affected me in the past 2 years.
Stop looking at us.
Because I had $40,000 saved up for my college fund, and now it's all gone because the market crashed, and I can't come back to UMass next year because I live out of state and I can't afford the tuition.
The economy has affected me because I work in the music industry, and there are no longer any jobs because all of the magazines and record labels are now either being bought up by like 4 companies or they're just closing down. And there's like 2 really major music magazines out there that would actually hire me. So finding jobs is really, really difficult. So I drink it away.
Ross?
Can I add? The economy has affected me as well because my dad, who is the only breadwinner in my immediate family, he's a visiting professor at he was a visiting professor at Ohio University for journalism, and he got laid off. And that probably has something to do with there being no newspapers or magazines probably in the next 15 years or so. So now my family is without an income and gonna have some sweet student debt, and yeah, it affected me because my dad doesn't have a job anymore. So
Hi, I'm Caroline, and the economic recession right now has not affected me directly just because I'm still in school and I babysit for my job, so that is getting paid under the table. But I'm a psych major and I'm graduating in a year and a half, so I think that's when I'm going to have to start worrying about finding a job, because that's probably going to be a little bit harder since right now a lot of people are losing it.
The saddest part about the economic crisis is that people are laid off because companies would much rather hire others with less experience because they don't have to pay them as much. And the people who have been working there for 10 to 20 years loses everything just so the company doesn't have to spend as much money on their employees.
Go ahead. My name is Nadir Khalid. I'm from Massachusetts. And the economy, hard times. I moved to Georgia. I worked at the post office for quite over 15 years. I lost my job. I moved to Georgia thinking it would be better in Atlanta, and it was worse. job in my family. And the economy down south is much worse than Massachusetts. There is no job. People are losing their homes, 100 miles an hour, and also their jobs. Large companies like General Motors, Ford, shut down, been out of business in Georgia.
Do you know how many people roughly are unemployed right now?
I say in Georgia alone,
I don't know, maybe in the country or in Georgia?
at least 50%.
50%, you think?
At least 50, 52%. The last report I got on television. It's probably more than that.
And what is it that you're doing now?
I'm selling soap merchandise as a job and raising funds for school.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And I'm unemployed and about to get disability from being hurt on my job.
Thank you.
But I'm getting a hard time trying to get disability. I'm an ex-postal worker.